Yes, I'ma bully this flow some more, then light up a couple of these light bulbs I got laying around. You can't see me at all, so don't even try to squint your eyes. Shit, I'm pliable every time, the type that you like. I'm a stonemason, I thought, but I wasn't wearing one of them corns with one of the shits, one of the symbols. Then I take a shit some more, and then this shit would have been miraculous if it just stank a little bit more for the flies that come along, cause they smelled something going on. Shit, this was red like a fire truck about to hit some type of store, then have it explode. Have some of the heatness coming off. Shit. About to go full autumn with this, even though the summertime hasn't even come. I need something to sip off of right now. Shit. Some more this triumphant flow, just walking across these billboards that were lit up from a place that you won't ever been to, dog. So don't even try to think about too much, or your head might start to hurt. I need to go down this different avenue for fun. I need to see that all the cigarettes were rolled for all the people who don't have a home. They live underneath the bridge or something. I give them a bunch of sandwiches with a bunch of sliced meat and everything that you would get in between. And some of that cheese with the holes is from a Swiss land, though. Figure it out. A bunch of cows that you could ride around without the saddles on, because if there was, they would just slip, then you would fall. So you need to get a bear grip by holding a piece of the hair on their mane and shit. And for me, I'm gonna rip this full good until all of them are gonna respect the name that you hear that I say so much as TWA. Somebody needs to scribble it down. Somebody needs to scribe it inside of a piece of rock. You could put a bunch of depictions on, like they were a bunch of hieroglyphics or something. I just slide across the floor like I'm Super Mario Bros. In the penguin suit, the one that they never brought out. But you know that fan fiction be going real good. They be prophesizing stuff inside of little crystal balls, like they was gypsies, just waiting for you to come, waiting for your books, because those were the ones that meant the most. This was sweet, pristine type shit. All of the fountains were going off with some Hawaiian punch, so let's all grab our cups. Yes, would you like a wedge or some orange or something citrus? It would just put over the top, I bet. Yes, and the topic of this, I'm just a halter top that needs some breasts. I was something from the west, something from the north, more Sasquatch than y'all. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel the vibrato and it start to shake the place around. Yes, I'm swinging on all of the vines, Tarzan guy. With some more of the shit that I do not write, because I don't need a scribe. I do it all tonight. Yes, it was fresh like a slice of lime. Some more of that vitamin C right now. I start to pick my voice up, then I'm gonna drop it on y'all like a cannonball. Or was it a buckshot? Was it something that I saw from before? I start to mix my realities around. Because if I would have gone this way instead, at this little crossroad where a horse is stopped to eat some hay and shit, and maybe take a sip of some water because they need some of this. Yes, I'm just a floating head that's connected to a neck. Don't cut it yet, not for Renita and shit. Even though in a box she might get it real impressed. Damn, can you do this to the guy from the northwest? I think we should halt to stop right now. We should halt someone to stop because they in the car. Let's whistle some more for these snakes to come out of this jar that's woven by someone. Shit, it's like they worked really hard. Was their fingers get numb? Could their fingers hitchhike anyone who drove the vehicle with the wheels that spun around? Shit, I just need to call someone up on my cellular phone that's connected to satellite and shit. I'm connected in with all the plant life instead. Some of what would grow because I need some roots connected to the ground. Some of my soul would just glimmer and glow some more for some of y'all, because y'all need to know what I'm talking about. I wasn't just a mushroom growing inside of a cave anymore. The water would start to twinkle some awesome stuff. It's just some pixie dust that I just sprinkle on the floor. Hope for someone to trip on it. Hope for someone to sit down and start to have a glimmering thought for themselves that start to just infiltrate everything else they thought about. It's on the forefront now, like a couple shoulders of some soldiers that haven't been shot down because they still holding their guns, they still got them pinstripes on, like they got someone in the cell. I got someone enticed by this nice intellect that I'm gonna prescribe, like I'm the doctor. Put a DR in the front of my name, dog. Then I'm going off. I'm going to town. Some of this miraculous is just a pixie, gonna spread a couple more of this happiness. I'll make you get a lift like it's a car. You're gonna get to the place that you needed to get. Yes. Pumping some more of this awesome stuff for y'all. I can't talk to the stereo at all. It might go off, it might get shocked like some shell one was involved. Start to spin around and start to look for Mario. I start to get this going so crescendo with my flow. I start to pick you up like the cascades will never stop. Yes. TWA. Copyright some more of what I got to tell to y'all. Everybody gather round like I'm cracking open a book. I'm cracking an egg. I don't care where you dispose of the shell. Won't you take it to the dump? Put inside that hefty bag that's stretched, but then it's stretched enough for one of these tales from a freaking dinosaur. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's the scripture it is. Won't you just read into this shit? Lean into this shit like you're taking the hit, like you want to reach that line instead of just getting two, you'll get three in this bitch. That's called a Keystone Ice. Won't you give it a sip? Yes, that's some more tossing and bouncing what was ours to one of your teammates so they can score instead of yourself. Yes, put yourself in the head, why no? It was one of those things that transformed to some other stuff. Won't they ever transform into a bridge and try to get over their shit? Why have the Decepticons anymore? We all the Auto ones if we want. Let's get Auto in her thoughts and then it can grow from there like a tree with a trunk that was huge, like a redwood that was never chopped down. Shit, it was so hard to get, like there were a whole bunch of rocks. There was a whole bunch of stuff that impede everyone, dog. They couldn't get close, not with the saws that fucking ripped and then they spun around. Shit, they're doing donuts in a parking lot. Some more of me doing what I'm thinking with this. Yes. So tree longer then, I'm just a lightning bolt that hasn't hit. But when I does, I'm frying someone, bitch. Yes, this would be nice. But when was I nice with this rhyme? I bet I was. Let's go back to this. Yes. So comatose with some more of this pole that I'll lather on like it's frosting for the cake and it's no longer hot, because if it was, it would change the complexity of the frosting that I tried to put on. I tried to tell you in the first place and give you a handshake. but you didn't perk up like the ears of the dog. Some of these bars will get around your neck, I can't help them at all. They got a life of their self, like they were some toys that came awake when no one was around. TWA. The boldest flow on this, let me get the 5 when I start to flow the best. Yes, give me the last third, then I'll strangle this bitch to death. I won't even need to make a pit, I'll just roll him down the hill. Maybe I'll hit a stream or some when it starts to rain a lot. We'll hope the monsoon will come. We could just pray for this instead of what we usually did. We start to get so inventive with flow because why not? I feel like the Seahawks could win again, just take his contract back. He start to run around like he usually did. Boom. Give me some more of this saucer full of milk like I was a kitty with nowhere to go. Shit, I should have belonged to Bubbles, and I could love this love that from a human being that usually never does. Because I'm alien, I just float up in the dust into this big cloud, off into this ship. It starts to spin around. I start to get so eloquent with this rip. Yes, this is how I usually like to flow, but my vitamins weren't where I want, so I have to go to the start. And before the gun will start to pop, because the balls were full, I took all the bullets out like Magneto inside of my thought, inside of this flow. That starts to get like a goldfish bowl, but no goldfish home because he starts to float on the top. Yes, give me my margarita the way that I want. I've already told you, bitch, I don't care if the music was loud. You should have turned it down before that I start. Give me some more of these stars if they're connected with lines and whatnot. Some more of these pictures that need to be colored in. Don't stay within the lines, be an individual. Have some more of your G2, the Gatorade you got from the store. It's mostly sodium, you were more thirsty than when you starved. But I'm not gonna tell you to not do it at all. You need to figure this out. You could have just got a Figaro from the stove. That's something you could hold like a pretzel and dip in some if you want. Yes, I could start to go so ballistic with this flow. I could just spin around the air like something you got shot in your core. You started to spill all your blood, you should have called in a bug for the hospital. Maybe they could put it back as a matter of fact. If you was a doctor, but you was a frog. Just about to hop around, just about to say the song. Say the Satan one, why not? You don't have that little halo, you threw it away a long time ago. Yes, the red lights go off. I was just a Toro about to get you in my balls, and I got some more of the story that I needed to tell. So if you would just wait a second, then I could go off with some of this shit that's real inventive. Yes, it's part of my song. Yes, some of these metal frames will get bended, like bended. Some of this Windex need to get clean. Bounty sheets for me, on top of everything. This was something that could ring like a bell till it got broke, made by Stowe and passed, but don't pass go, because he's still gonna get interstellar for your ass. He's still gonna get interstellar. Boom. TWA. Connected on some of this concrete shit. My voice is about to leave me, so we need to say the shit more slickest. The shit that have a bunch of toads all tripping. Boom! TWA.